Good evening. I am cold and wet because I just got out of the shower. And I'm very tired for some reason. I'm not sure why. I woke up this morning feeling very tired, and now I am still tired. I see we got a couple of people in the chat. Hello, hello. We got a few people watching tonight. That's good. So we're not doing any U-matic digitization tonight. I'm backing off from that for a little while. Because last night, whew, that did not go well. But what we're doing today is, we're opening this box, which has a 1A2 telephone set in it. And if you don't know what if you don't know what the 1A2 is, 1A2, 1A2 was a product from Western Electric. It was an early key telephone system. A key telephone system is a multi-line business telephone system. It's a system that you can put in a bunch of phone lines, and you can also plug in a bunch of extensions, and the extensions have the ability to choose from the available phone lines to answer or make a call. The Northern Telecom Northstar is a key telephone system. It's an electronic, digital key telephone system. The Western Electric 1A2 is analog, and it's electromechanical in nature. The 1A2 was introduced in the 60s, and it was made up basically until the Bell system broke up. And then it was sort of, Western Electric sort of replaced it with the Merlin, which was a electronic key telephone system. So the reason I bought a 1A2 phone, I actually bought two of them. The second one hasn't come yet, is because I've always wanted to try a 1A2 system, but being how old they are and they're electromechanical in nature, and you know, 1A2 KSUs have like expansion cards that you can add or remove. So if you go on eBay and buy a 1A2 KSU, you might not get all the cards you need to have all the functionality you want, because they weren't self-contained, and it always kind of I was always kind of scared away from ever trying it. But last year, I discovered a guy who reverse engineered and invented a modern day solid state 1A2 KSU. It's all solid state electronics. It's actually powered by two PIC microcontrollers. And it's just a PCB with a bunch of components on it and four RJ21 connectors that you can plug up to four 1A2 telephone sets into it. And it functions like an actual 1A2 KSU. It's just been recreated to be all solid state. And the guy sells them new. You can buy a complete put together board ready to go for $275 US. But I didn't do that. I asked the guy if he had, because he keeps revising and updating the board. I asked him, hey, do you have any older boards available that you would sell to me for cheap? And he did. And he sold me an older revision of his solid state 1A2 KSU for $60 US, which I thought was great. And then I went on DigiKey and I bought all the parts needed to put it together, which was $100 Canadian. So all in all, I'm into it for $180 Canadian, and then the two phones add up to probably another 110, 120 Canadian. So I've got a little bit of money put into this for, just this, what's very much just a little hobby thing that I want to try out. But I decided after Christmas and after my ex and I broke up, I was like, you know what? I need something fun to do. Let's just bite the bullet and do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So tonight, we're going to unbox this 1A2 KSU phone that I bought. And we're just going to check it out, clean it up, probably open it up and look inside it. And maybe see if I can put loop current to it to test the functionality, test the touch tone keypad. Because the thing with 1A2 phones is that you can't just plug them into a normal telephone line like I've got here. They need to be plugged into a 1A2 KSU. But if you know what you're doing, you can take some alligator clips, you know, and clip loop current to the right spots, and you can at least test and see if the touch tones work and stuff like that. Someone said, so I'm just now learning that a key telephone system is a thing. How far does the concept differ from PBX? That's a very good question, and the answer is that when it comes to electronic key telephone systems, not that much. I mean, they accomplish the same thing, they just do it in slightly different ways. With a PBX, the extensions are removed from the central office lines. The extensions are removed from the central office lines, whereas with a key telephone system, the extensions have direct control of the central office lines. You choose which line you want to make a call on or which line you want to answer, whereas with a PBX, some of the largest PBX systems have tens of thousands of lines, which you obviously can't make available individually on a single telephone set. So with a PBX, the lines are sort of removed from the users. The users don't worry about lines. They just dial 9 and make a call. And when a call comes in, the receptionist doesn't know what line it's coming in. The receptionist just gets a call and forwards it to the extension. So that's sort of the difference. Although technology-wise, they pretty much do the same thing. As a matter of fact, when you set up a Northstar system, Northstar systems have some default templates available that you can choose if you just want to hit a button and have it set itself up. And on a Northstar system, one of the available templates is actually called PBX. And it basically hides all the lines and just makes it perform like a PBX. So 1A2 never did anything like that. It is a straight key telephone system. The buttons have a bunch of, or the phones have a bunch of buttons, so you can choose the lines, and you have full mechanical selection of the lines. Wonderful. I'm glad I answered your question. So let's, and for goodness sakes, people, please ask questions if you want to. Actually, you know what? Let's just, I was gonna prepare this stream with some images and stuff, and I forgot to. So let me just show you some images of some 1A2 phones. Let's just do this. 1A2 phone. So there's your typical 1A2 phone. It's a Western Electric, it's a small picture. Oh hey, this is the website of the guy who makes the solid-state PBX. This is a page he runs just showing what a bunch of the 1A2 phones look like. So there's a Western Electric 2565, I think it's called. 1A2 phone, and this one has, this is a 5-line capable phone. You can see it's got the 5 clear buttons there, and then the red button on the far left is the hold button. And there were rotary and touch-tone versions. I think the touch-tone ones were the most common. Here's a rotary one, the 565. And physically, the 25... this is a 2564. The 2564 and the 2565 are pretty much the same thing. There's just a slight internal difference. Same for the 564 and the 565. The phones are physically similar to their their home counterparts. Like this looks like a Model 2500, but they are a bit bigger. The housing is a bit larger than a Model 2500 phone. This is really cool. This is the 2636, the call director. It's got 612 plus 5, that's 17. It's got 17 buttons on it. You can access 17 lines with it. And the phone we're going to open up today is similar to this one. It's only a 5-line system. This one's a 9-line phone. But this is what the one I'm going to open today looks like. That's the 2830. And then the big boy, the 2861, it's got 30 buttons on it, 29 lines, and a hold button. And you can see that one's even bigger. It's got to be even bigger to hold the extra rows of keys. So there's a rundown of your 1A2 phones. Northern Telecom made Northern Telecom made a system that functions like the 1A2, but it's not phone compatible. You can't plug. It's called the Logic, and you can't plug a Northern Telecom Logic into a 1A2 KSU without modifying the internals of the phone. Now, this guy who runs this website and makes this solid-state 1A2 KSU, the latest version of it, which makes me a bit jealous, the latest version of his board actually supports the Northern Telecom Logic phones. But the older version that he sold me does not. So if I ever get a Northern Telecom Logic phone, I'll have to modify the phone to make it work. But there's the board. So I have the PCB and I have the DigiKey order of parts. Hey, I've got 24 gigs of RAM. I can open as many tabs as I want. I've got the PCB and I've got all the parts except for one. I'm waiting on the DTMF decoder chip, which is this guy, to come from eBay. And I'm also waiting on a microchip Picket 3 to come so I can program the PIC microcontrollers. It's a Chinese knockoff of the Picket 3, so I'm hoping it works when it comes. Because the real Picket 3 is expensive. It's like $50. But oh, and there's his setup that he showed with all of his 1A2 phones. So the card is a 2x4. It supports 2 lines and 4 extensions, as you can see. But you can actually link 2 cards together to make it a 4x8, which is pretty cool. So there's your lowdown on 1A2 phones. Now we can open the box. Ugh. It's heavy. This has got a lot of weight to it. It's really surprising. If I can cut the top of the box here, that would be nice. Alright, and you'll notice I've moved the webcam here so that hopefully things are easier to see tonight. Okay, we got some packing. Alright, I'm excited. This is cool. Well, you know what? He packed it real good, which I'm really happy for. I'll gladly fight bubble wrap. I see it. I see a phone. There's the handset. It's been very yellowed over time due to sun exposure, but I'm okay with that. Oh, this is the 9-line one. Oh, both the ones I bought were 9-line ones. Cool. Okay. Okay. Wow. That's really cool. That's a big telephone. All the keys work? The hold button works? It's modular. The handset's got modular connection. Fantastic. That's the hook switch. And this black button, this little round black button is unlabeled. I think it's a recall button, but I'm not sure. Touch tone buttons all move nice. The number plate's been unadulterated, it's blank. A couple of the line keys do have some numbers punched into them. They lift right off. And I can just take the paper out and label them however I want. Wow! And then we've got the RJ21 cable. There you go. That is a 50-pin connector. This is a 25-pair cable, a 50-pin cable. That's a random unrelated screw. What year might it be, or do you need to check? I need to check, although I think it was in the pictures on eBay. So this one was made by ITT. There's the ITT logo. ITT was one of many companies that made clones of Western Electric phones. So this is an ITT 2830, 1986. So this is a fairly late one. This actually it was made after the Bell System breakup. I don't think this cord's original. I could be wrong. Oh, you're welcome. Wow, I keep forgetting that I ever uploaded that. Yeah, the Windows 9 X project. That's a... Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad it's useful to you. There's our carbon microphone. This handset's just, you know, standard Model 500 handset. Whoa, that's a different type of earpiece than I've seen before. It's got magnet wire wrapped around it. Just exposed. Interesting. I'm going to put that back in there. No need of touching that, assuming it works. Wow, this thing's pretty clean, I gotta say. Very nice. Oh, these buttons light up, by the way. They're lit by incandescent bulbs, which is one of the really cool things about 1A2 phones. I guess you already saw that if you saw that one of the pictures I posted. It's clean, it's not rusted. And it's got a sticker with the American flag that says, "Made in Corinth, Mississippi with pride." How nice. And then it looks like a plate that slides off, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to unplug the handset and set that aside because I want to see how to open this up. I don't see any screws. That's interesting. How do you get inside this? Nah, I ain't gonna bother with Retro Bright. I'm not too concerned. It's got a little metal tab there that looks like you take this faceplate off, but I don't know if that's what you need to do to get inside. Man, what a big telephone. Oh, it's spring-loaded. Ah! Ooh! Aha! That was what we were supposed to do. So I gotta take this little button out. Or I suppose I could just, there's enough wire length to just set it aside. This lifts out. Pardon me while I just study this a little bit. There's the bell. So, what might be funny considering the gargantuan size of this phone is that it's only got a single bell ringer. And the reason it's only got a single bell ringer instead of a dual bell ringer, like a 500 or 2500, is because they had to make room in here for not only the ringer, but a buzzer. This thing has an electromechanical buzzer in it in addition to the ringer. On a 1A2 system, The ringer would be used when your phone was ringing, obviously, when an outside call was ringing your phone. The buzzer was there if somebody inside the office was trying to get a hold of you. They'd pick up the handset, dial your extension number, and then your phone would go, eh. So these have a buzzer in them too, which is really cool. You got two different ways to scare the shit out of yourself. I see the bell. I don't see the buzzer yet. Unless that tiny dinky little thing's the buzzer. Maybe that is the buzzer. Certainly a lot of wires going on in here. Let's take this housing off. Did I leave? Oh, I did leave the screwdriver here. Well, there's a lot of wires, but it's all really nicely laid out. These phones were made to be modular, easy to repair, easy to disassemble, easy to assemble. Even though there's a lot of wires, nothing is permanently soldered. They're all plugged in with clips. So it's very easy to just unplug everything. And of course there's so many wires because there's wires going to every one of these buttons. Okay. Oh, the RJ11 jacks. There we go. All right, set that aside. And something hopefully I can do if I figure out how to get the light bulbs out of here is I'll test the light bulbs. The light bulbs are 10 volts AC. They run on the same power supply as the buzzer. So 10 to 12 volts AC or something like that. Yeah, this little... I didn't expect this. This dinky little round thing must be the buzzer. So here's the network electronics in this little circuit board right here. Gee. I didn't expect to be overwhelmed like this. Is there a modern day equivalent to the phone itself? No. But they made these for a long time. The last 1A2 phones were made in 2006, I think, by a company called Cortelco. 1A2 held on for a long time. 1A2 held on into the 2000s was when the last ones were taken out. Just because they were bulletproof. These don't break. When they do break, these don't break, but when they do break, they're fixable. I need a different screwdriver. Pardon me. I wonder. Yeah, this isn't an IntelliMouse, it's a wheel mouse optical, but same concept. And then if you look down further, my IBM Model M keyboard. Oh. Sometimes these button mechanisms get sticky. Like you'll have the button down and you'll hit the hold button and it won't pop back up. You just gotta drip a little bit of oil inside the mechanism. Whoa, that's heavy. That key strip mechanism is heavy. I wonder how the hell you get to the light bulbs. It's USB. That's interesting. I moved the key strip and none of the buttons lock down anymore. What happened there? That's fascinating. What happened that the buttons don't lock down anymore? All I did was unscrew the key strip. That's interesting. Did my luck run out and now something is stuck? Oh, never mind. Was it because I tilted it? Well, no, because I had the phone tilted all around. That's interesting. Oh well, I won't worry too much about it. Now, wonder how you get the light bulbs out. Might have to Google that. Oh, that's why this little black thing is there's a little, you can't see it, but there's a little black plastic tab. And oh, I wonder, is that activated by the hook switch? Is this one of the 1A2 phones that can automatically release a key when you hang up? So if I can... Oh yeah, it slides down right in there. No, this isn't one of the... That's weird. It's got the thing, but it's not one of the... Oh, that's not part of an auto release mechanism. That's when you... That's when you hit the hold button. It actually briefly... I think it actually briefly puts it on hook and then back off. Or something like that. Anyway, that's the only reason the buttons weren't sticking down. You pull up the button. Oh, really? Do I have to pull up on the button itself? Oh, I take this off. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's no light bulb in there, but that's the hold key, so that makes sense. Thank you, Big B to Little B. Oh, and you already answered my question about the... Thank you. It's good to have someone with some experience on the stream. Welcome. Please be patient with me, because I've never touched 1A2 stuff before. Ah, there's a light bulb in that one. So, how do you get the light bulb out, is my next question. Do I just have to take my little needle nose and pull it out of there? Because I just want to pull the light bulbs out and test them. Pretty recessed in there. Fianet, which is a very small ISP provider in Ontario, uses the same type of phone ATA that you have for your fax line. Well, you can use pretty much any ATA you want. I bought the one I have, which is a Grandstream HT502, just because it's cheap. A rubber bulb remover. Oh, a lamp extractor tool. Okay. Ooh, would Blue Tack work? Could I use Blue Tack to pull it out? I suppose alternatively I could just probe the right connectors here with a 9-volt battery. Yeah, I got a fax line. I actually make the number public. And people fax me stuff. I did have to, I had to email Fax Zeros. Fax Zero is a free online faxing website. You can just go on there and upload a file and send it as a fax. I had to contact their tech support to block a number who kept sending me junk. I figured I'd just handle it before it turned into harassment. Let's see if this works. Nope. Well, that's okay. Maybe I won't have to take bulbs out anyway if they all work. I am curious though if I can find out which wires go to which bulb. There's four wires going to each switch. Well, I don't want to block fax 0 itself, and then nobody could use fax 0 to fax me. Yeah, I know, I risk breaking the lamp. I have some better needle nose pliers here. Maybe if I use those along with blue tack to cushion it. I can't find my other pliers. Oh well. That's okay. Oh, I gotta step over this box. I'll try that. Let me just yeah, that's not gonna work at all. That's okay. We'll try it anyway. Okay. That was an utter failure, but that's okay. I'll have to look up what the RJ21 wiring, what the wire colors are. 1A2 lamp wiring. Maybe that'll give me an answer. Simplified 1A2. Oh, the guy who makes the friggin' KSU. So let's see. Line button. Oh, there's 5 wires for each button. Good lord, every time I look there's another wire. Yeah, that's 100% what I plan on doing too. Once I figure the basics out, I want to put a bulb in the hold switch and wire it in parallel with the buzzer. Once I heard of that, I was like, oh, heck yeah, that's 100% what I'm doing. I suppose there probably wouldn't be much harm in just putting 9 volts to random wires. I can't imagine anything else would break. There's no semiconductors in here or anything. Well, maybe a diode, but that's the most complex semiconductor in here. Let's see. Some of the wires the holes are labeled. There's a hole labeled a pin labeled LG, which I know means lamp ground, but that doesn't have a wire coming out of it. Ooh, there's L. That would be lamp. So I know what one pin is, and then one of the other ones would be ground, and I don't know which one that would be. Was this setup more expensive? 100%. The parts to build the KSU and the 2 phones, at least twice as much as what the entire Northstar system cost me. And the Northstar system has far more functionality, but it's just the way she goes. Do I have a 9-volt battery on hand? Oh, close enough. Alright, let's get some alligator clips going on here. Let me put this button back together. So, we know what one pin's going to be, L for lamp, and then I just have to probe the other pins. Alright, let's see what happens here. We'll turn the light out here, just to enhance the effect. And that would be, that's either a burned out lamp or none of these pins are making it light up for some reason. So let's try another one. Okay. I am missing something here. Because what are the chances that I have 2 burned out bulbs in a row? I haven't had a chance to use the generator for real. I get to tinker with it, and that's it. There hasn't been a real-world need for it, though, except for one time. That one time, I actually needed it, and the carburetor bowl was filled with, like, half gas, half water, and it wouldn't run. And then later I took off the, or later I opened the drain plug on the carb and was like, oh, that's not gas. Right, these lamps have a common ground. So I gotta find a ground. I gotta find a common ground. Is this a common ground? No. Is this ground? No. I feel like I'm stupid. My clips are working. I'm missing something simple. Oh! Hoo-hoo! Found the ground. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is dead. Nothing on 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool! And the KSU only uses buttons 1 to 5. So I'll just switch one of the bulbs in the upper buttons with the bulb, with the number 5 bulb, and we'll be good. All right. That makes me very happy. I want to see what a red one looks like. Neat. Cool. Oh, you guys can't see the red. Will the buzzer work on DC? I thought the buzzer needed AC. Does the buzzer work on DC? I guess there's no harm in trying, isn't it? As long as I don't hold the power on there and melt the coil. Alright, let's try the friggin' buzzer. I do have a 10 volt AC wall wart that I planned on using, but if it works on battery power, that's even better. Alright. Pardon me while I rearrange my butt. I'm just going to go right to the connector, so it looks like these two right here. Alright. Let's see if I scare the balls off myself. That one there. I hear a click. I have a feeling it needs AC. It makes a clicking sound, that's it. I'll try reversing the polarity. I have a feeling it needs AC. I have AC here. It's on my answering machine, so I'll have to disable my answering machine. So this is 10 volts AC. I got, well, I can't reach far enough for you to see it, but I got it here. And then I need a wire to stick down the center of the barrel connector. I just happen to have some wire right here. I've just got junk everywhere, and sometimes it comes in handy. No, we're getting pretty lucky so far. Nothing needs fixing so far. I'm just testing it. I have yet to build my 1A2 KSU to test it. So we're just putting power to stuff and seeing if it works. The lamps are rated, I believe, 10 to 12 volts. So a 1A2 KSU feeds them 10 volts AC. Where's my other? There it is. So put that there. Alright, now we'll see if I scare the crap out of myself. Wow, it's kind of quiet actually. but it serves a purpose. You would definitely hear it. Oh, so if I adjust that little screw on it, I might be able to amplify it, but I don't want to amplify it. Yeah, it sounds like an old Bell System dial tone, an old Crossbar dial tone. Yeah, this is a multi-line phone. This is a 1A2 phone. I've purchased 2 of them. This one came in the mail today. And I purchased the parts to build a solid-state reproduction 1A2 key service unit that a guy sells on the internet. I'm just curious if I turn that screw a little bit. Because in his videos, the buzzers are quite loud. But this one's pretty toned down. That's a bit louder. So you can actually adjust the volume of the buzzer. That's very nice. I will have it not very loud. Let's try that. It's pretty loose now. That's pretty good. Let's go more. Nice. Alright. I'll tone it down a little bit. I want to get a little bit of a raspy quality from it. I like that raspy quality. Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. This is shaping up to be pretty fun. The lamps have tested good, all except for one. The buzzer has tested good. The bell will be easy to test. All I need to do to test the bell is unwire it and just hook it up to a phone line. I'm just trying to think if I care enough to cut the modular jack off of my phone cord. Where's the bell wired in? The bell is wired in. Right there. Is that the bell? Yes, it is. And the other bell wire is that one. Yeah, screw it. Let's go for it. I just want to take a photograph just so I don't put the... Well, no, I don't have to take a photograph because the, well... No, I trust that I'll remember. The red wire of the bell is hooked into a terminal called A, and the black wire of the bell is hooked into the very bottom left terminal. So all I gotta do is hook that up to a telephone line. Those Panasonic KSUs, they're nice because they just take straight PSTN phones. Yeah, I was wondering if tonight I would start soldering together the KSU, but I don't think so, just because I'm tired. Right. So I'm going to cut the end off this telephone cord. Ugh, my wire cutters are in the other room. Maybe I'm just so lazy. No, I'm gonna get the wire cutters. So nobody tries any funny business and shock me with ringing voltage. I'm going to turn off the line. I'm just going to put it into night mode for now. There. If you call my number right now, you're going to get a busy signal. This is to protect myself so I don't get shocked with 90 volts AC. I should probably test that rather than trusting VoIP.ms. It'd probably bite me in the fingers. I'm not getting anything. Oh, it's ringing. Why is it ringing? Is it actually ringing the line, or? Yeah, I don't like being tickled either. Nah, tickling's okay, in very small quantities. Just in case anybody here tries to tickle me. Well, that's weird. I called my line and it rings twice and then silence. Let me try that again. Should be getting a busy signal. You know what, shithead? Why don't I just unplug the damn cord from the other side? That works too. Boy, if I could think straight. I'd be at MIT. Alright. This foam cord's nice. It's actually got decently thick wire in it. Alright. I'll try and gingerly attach some alligator clips. This is bringing me back to my teenage years when I used to wire fluorescent lamp circuits in a not quite safe manner. Well, late teens, early 20s was when I was doing that. Now in a couple of months I'm going to be in my late 20s, which is just insane. Okay. Welcome, Victor Alpha 3 Delta Lima Oscar. This is a 1A2 telephone. It's currently taken apart, but it's a multi-line telephone. The 1A2 was an early multi-line telephone system. So you have multiple keys to select multiple lines, and the keys light up with incandescent bulbs, which is cool. And yeah, it's just a forerunner to modern electronic multi-line telephone systems like the Northern Telecom Northstar, Toshiba Strata, stuff like that. So I'm going to call my line here. I have it turned back on, and we'll see if I scare the crap out of myself. And I got a second dial tone. That was interesting. VoIP.ms gets weird on me sometimes. I'm getting a second dial tone. My mom was on a party line until the early 90s. Which is just crazy. Well, what the heck? Screw that. I'll just plug it into my other line. No, I don't want to break my Rogers equipment. They might not like me for that. Why isn't my stupid line ringing? Now it's ringing. Nope, that didn't work. What the F? My answering machine didn't pick up. This is very screwy. Oh, now it picked up. Well, this is confusing. I have the right wires. What the heck? Frig this. I'm just going to plug it into my other line. Screw Rogers. Let me get my cell phone. Actually, I know my Rogers phone my Rogers phone router is actually pretty stout because when I first moved into this apartment and I wired it up with telephone cord, I accidentally shorted it out and the telephone modem did just fine. So, I'm going to call my other number here. We'll see if it rings. Woohoo! It works! Awesome! Alright! Sweet! Oh, did one last little ting when I unplugged the cord. No, my VoIP adapter does have enough punch. I've rung a Model 500 on it, and I own a Trimline phone that I use on it. Well then, we've tested the buzzer, we've tested the ringer, we've tested the button, the key lamps. The only other thing I haven't done is actually put loop current to the thing to test the DTMF pad. And I'm wondering Let's see what we got here. Someone's calling the line.
Before this message begins, your fax will be received on a 2000 MS9600 multifunction laser printer. If I like your fax, I may feature it on Twitter and or fax you back. If you would like to leave a message on this 1994 AT&T Model 1306 microcassette answering machine, you may do so shortly. If I like your message, I may feature it on Twitter or in a YouTube video, unless you ask me not to do so. Your number is not collected, and I will not call you back. Please leave a message after the tone.
Seems like it's working for my VoIP.ms line. Maybe it's just a weird issue with routing.
No, I think it just took a couple of minutes to, it just took a couple of minutes for VoIP.ms to send everything through all the servers. The ringer needs 120 volts AC. That makes no sense. The 1A2, the original 1A2 KSUs only output 90 volts AC. So the solid state KSU that I gotta put together, that doesn't have its own ring generator, and it doesn't pass through the ringing from the central office. By default, it actually uses the buzzer to ring the phone, not only for intercom, but for outside calls. It actually just uses the buzzer. But you can use the ringer if you add a separate ring generator. And the board is actually set up to accept a particular ring generator made by a company called Power Design. That's DSINE. And they're like $25 on eBay. So that's no problem at all. Yeah, Shadow, exactly. Well then, do I want to try and figure out what to poke on this phone to put loop current into it? I don't want to actually hook it up to the telephone line. I don't care if I hear a dial tone or not. I have a loop current generator that runs on a 9-volt battery. I just want to see if the DTMF pad works. So I'm trying to think. How would I do that? It would be a button from the line 1 key. So it might be the white-orange combination? The white-orange, maybe? For loop current? We can certainly give it a try. And I already cut the thing off. Yeah, I'm just not sure what wires are for tip and ring on line 1. I'm going to assume it's the white-orange combo, so I'll give it a try here. I suppose once I have it hooked up, I can go all the way and test actually making a call, I suppose. Right, so I've got my loop current generator here. And it's working. So now I just gotta poke the right wires. Oh, I gotta plug the handset in so I can hear the DTMF tones. So, I'll plug the handset right in here. And I'm gonna poke the white-orange combo, which might or might not be tip and ring, but we'll find out. There's white-orange. There's orange-white. Where's white-orange? I don't know. I'll just poke it from the button end. So I'll push down the button. And loop current's going in somewhere. Let me see if I can dial out. Or hear the tones. I do not hear the tones. Oh where could tip and ring be? I better wire the bell back up before I forget where it goes. Oh where could tip and ring be? Oh where could they be? There. If it's not the white-orange pair, gee, is there a wire color chart? 1A2 wire color chart. Ooh, I just realized. It's probably polarity sensitive. Oh shit, I hope I didn't hook it up backwards and break anything. Oh my god, he has the wiring diagram for this very phone on his website. Let's see. Line 1. Okay. Tip and ring for line 1. Is 3. It's the blue-white pair, not the orange-white pair. It's pins 3 and 6. Now, 3 is tip and 6 is ring. And I forget my telephone wire colors. Green is tip and red is ring. So green to 3. So green is this one. So this one goes to pin 3, which is that one. This is getting very precarious. Other one's down here. 6. Oh, I hear the handset crackling. When I hit when I hit the number keys, I hear a click, but that's it. My battery, my loop current generator might not just have enough power. Battery might be getting low. Yeah, it's making weird bleepy noises. It's not making DKMF tones, that's for sure. Big B, little b. Do you know if it's polarity sensitive? Am I gonna blow the tone generator if I accidentally hook tip and ring backwards. If I hook this straight to my phone line. I'm hearing really screwed up tones when I hit the numbers. So I must have it right because it's making tones. It's making almost normal DTMF tones. So I'm thinking I'm just not providing enough power for it to work properly. So let's YOLO it and just plug it into my VoIP line. Oh, I hear dial tone. Oh, it works! I just dialed the echo test. Oh. My fax machine just picked up the line. Oh yeah, the hook switch doesn't work. Why'd my fax machine... I have no loop current. What happened? Oh! I got a busy signal. Alright, let me use the hold button to hang up. Okay. This is hard to do when you've got no hook switch. Okay, dialed 4443. Thank you, Braden. Ah! Okay! It works! I'm hearing myself, so the handset's fully working, and the DTMF works. And once again, the fax machine has taken the line for some reason. It works! This phone fully works! Oh, I'm really happy! Okay. So aside from a single burned out light bulb, which I can just steal from another button, this phone works! I'm really happy! Phew! I paid like 30 or 40 bucks for this thing. Oh man. Now we get to put it all back together. We tested the bell, we tested the buzzer. We tested the light bulbs. The keys all work. They don't stick or anything. The handset works fine. The DTMF pad works. It's all mechanically and electronically fine, which makes me very happy. Yeah, I wondered if that button on the faceplate was the recall button, so that's good to know. The other one I bought, the other phone I bought is just like this one, but it was made by Western Electric, and it has a yellow square recall button, which I think's pretty darn cool. I wonder if that's a button that you can put a light bulb in and make wire up. I don't know why you'd make the recall button wire up, but I think that'd be cool anyhow. Oh, the faceplate might have been pushing on the button. No, it's pretty springy. Maybe. I don't know. But we got it to work. So I am happy. I am a happy, happy camper. Let's see. Make sure I'm not caught on anything here. Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, that's another good idea. Put a neon bulb in it and just hook it up to the hook it up with the bell. You are full of ideas. I like it. Cause I love lights. I love shit that lights up. So Almost forgot my little plastic doodad. My little spring-a-majig's not spring-a-mac. There we go. Wow. That is a beautiful telephone set. If I ever saw one. That is rad. This is going to be really, really cool. And with that, I think I'm going to call it a stream. I've got a little bit of a headache going on, so I don't want to overdo it and turn it into a migraine. I'm bad for that. But we'll do another stream when the second 1A2 phone comes in. And we'll do a stream where we build the KSU. So, there you go. That was a little adventure inside of a 1A2 phone. And we rang the bell, and we buzzed the buzzer, and we lit up the lights, and I'm really excited. What an awesome phone! It's so chunky. It's just a big monolith with a lot of buttons. I love it. This is gonna be so cool. Alright. So that's it, folks. Thanks so much for watching. You know I've been doing an awful lot of these live streams lately, but I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of it just because I think just the socializing more than anything is giving me a lot of enjoyment. So there you go. Have a wonderful night, and we'll pick up a stream. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, but sometime, probably again this week, we'll do another stream. And I hope I see you all there. So have a wonderful night, and I'll see you later.